Hello, my sexy people, and welcome to my channel. My name is Elizaveta S, and I am still in Montreal. But Montreal, how I like to say it. Montreal. By the way, I started taking French lessons because one of my goals for this year is to get my français pour parler en français. Je veux parler français. Okay, I want to speak French, which is beautiful. But today I wanted to record a video for the Valentine's Day because this week we just had Valentine's Day. I have some news for you, which I cannot share yet. So wait for the next podcast because next podcast I will reveal a huge, big thing which I've never talked about yet before. So you'll see. Let me have a little bit of coffee first. So today I wanted to record this video because of the whole Valentine's Day lovey-dovey. We love self-love, relationship, couple, marriages, proposals, self-love, all that stuff. I want to record this video and share with you 5 things that a woman who is unforgettable, who breaks hearts right and left, who drives men crazy, what she does. 5 traits that she has. Let's go. Number 1 is the unforgettable, the unbelievable woman will never settle for less than she believes she deserves. She will never be a couch or a furniture. If you know some women, and especially in marriages, they feel the need to always satisfy her partner, right? To be this comfortable, loving thing. And it also comes from childhood, right? When your parents taught you or raised you in a way that you felt like you needed to be comfortable to receive love. And then these women grow up and they feel like they are going to use the same scenario, the same patterns with their partners. And it doesn't work because who loves a piece of furniture? Nobody. If you are comfortable, if you are satisfying, if you don't have you as a whole, your partner will lose interest really, really fast. And unfortunately, they always come to me for advice in private therapy, and they're like, why? I do everything that he wants. I'm always there. I'm always, very quiet when he asks me to. I don't raise my voice. I don't create scandals. I don't create drama. I just satisfy his needs, and then I go and satisfy my own. Why he left me? Why is he cheating on me? Why he wouldn't propose to me? Because people don't like that. People hate that. Look at all the drama, comedy series or romantic series. The guy that everybody and the girl that everybody always falls in love with is a person who first of all pays attention to themselves. They're like, I don't like it, so I am not gonna stay. I don't like it, so I'm gonna go away. I don't like it, so I'm gonna say that, right? Uncomfortable women are the ones that break most men's hearts, and that's a fact. If you know your worth, if you know what you like, what you don't like, and you know how to articulate it, you know how to say that, that is one of the biggest hooks for people, not just for men. For men, for women, the same thing. We like the guy who, will say what he wants and what he doesn't want. If he's over there satisfying every single need of yours, you're gonna lose interest like that. So yeah, that's a fact. That's just how it's done. So that's number 1. People don't like, men especially, don't like women who are furniture like. Let's call them furniture sofas, right? Furniture women. Women who are just there, satisfying a specific need. Goodbye. Number 2 is this psychopathic behavior. Psychopaths are the best lovers. Psychopaths are people with psychopathic traits like Marilyn Monroe, Angelina Jolie, Megan Fox, they're all a little bit psychopathic, which means you don't always know what to expect from this woman, right? The mood swing is really fast. It's like a roller coaster. Like you're on this roller coaster all the time. It's I love you, but then I'm gone. I love you, I'm with you, but I'm also flirting with another man. It's this people where you don't know what's going to happen next, right? I remember the I'm in love with a criminal, the Britney Spears song. That's the psychopathic. That's the guy when she falls in love with. That's the most common media romantic relationship. And that's true. We always like that testosterone and that estrogen in people who have a little bit of those traits. So unfortunately, it doesn't work long term. It's really, really hard to stay and establish long-term relationship if you're a psychopath, if you have psychopathic traits and you don't know what to do with them. You will suck your partner away. Like, look at Brad Pitt after a long marriage with Angelina Jolie. He was just drained. All the life juices was just drained from him, right? It's very hard to stay with that person for a long time because these emotional roller coasters, they take a toll on your own mental health and your own psyche. But the fact is a fact, especially in the beginning of relationship. And I know this one person, one friend of mine, who is an Armenian guy. He has some business, established business, and he was like, I just want a family. I want a family. I already was married. I have 2 kids. I want a family. And he tells me, but why do I always fall in love with these bitches? Because they have the psychopathic traits. At the end of the video, you will figure out that totally, really, to be completely honest with you, women who break hearts are usually would be considered bitches, right? Because we are not, and yes, I am part of that, we are not fitting, we're not comfortable, we say what we want when we want, and these psychopathic traits, if you know how to use them, if you know exactly where to implement them in your relationship, especially in the beginning phases of your relationship, you are going to create the hooks necessary to become the unforgettable woman. Number 3 is the movements, the cat-like, a little bit of kitty cat. Look at Irina Shayk, for example, right? One of the supermodels who first was married or like dated Cristiano Ronaldo, then Bradley Cooper, some of the hottest bachelors of Hollywood, of celebrity circles, right? So if you look at her interviews, and I don't know, I've never met her in person. I don't think she's a very deep person, but she has that natural cat-like movements and cat-like behaviors, right? That fluidity, because femininity, that estrogen, that willingness to be conquered, it goes in this feminine movement and voice and timbre and eyes. All of that, a man reads subconsciously. They read as, okay, she is ready to be conquered. She is a woman, a potential childbearer. She needs to be conquered. She's willing to be conquered. There's an interesting thing, which I'm working on, by the way, right now. If you want to improve your sex life as a woman, try to become a woman who is ready anytime, at any moment, okay, during the day, because that means that you're continuously live in that feminine energy. You're continuously just willing to receive. The feminine energy, it doesn't conquer, right? Whenever we go into business and into goals and action and all that, this is when the masculine energy turns on, and we're always shifting between one and the other. As human beings, we always shift, like feminine, masculine throughout the day. But if you want to improve your sex life, there's an amazing exercise. For a week, try to live like a woman who is ready at every single moment. Because whenever we're not ready, it means we're in the masculine energy. Like right now, if somebody approaches me, I'm like, back off, I'm recording a video. I'm in my masculine energy. I'm in my career. I'm oriented in my self-realization in the world, right? But if I was in my feminine, I would be like, well, I record a video, I don't record a video, but I'm just ready, come and conquer me. Come and get me right now. So if you look at any of you see, even if my voice changes when I talk about it, there's a little flare in the eyes. It's like, actually my eye cannot see properly, so it feels like I always have that. But if you look at Bella in Twilight, she always has this kind of like, you're a little bit high. You're always a little bit high. She actually, if you look at that character, and I talk very, very specifically and deeply about that in one of my master classes, Love Spell, and we break down all the character and characteristics of a woman and how to behave to get any men go crazy about you. But if you look at Bella in Twilight, she is really probably never in the masculine energy. She's never an action goer. I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna self-realize, I have my career, I have my things, right? She's always either saving or doing something like that. She's always in this very feminine energy of like just wanting to be conquered, wanting to be saved, wanting to be put in place. It's always this. It's never who am I and what I want in life. Okay, so that was number 3, is this cat-like movement. A woman who is just ready. It's like we have a little bit of soft porn today. So the 4th trait is obviously, it's not that obvious, but it's about loving yourself, loving who you are. And it's kind of reflecting with the first one. But when we feel like we invest in ourselves, right? When you feel like you put time and energy and money back into you, not into the man, not into the external world, you invest it all inside of you, into yourself. Then your value, your self-worth grows, and you know how to love you. You know how much you've invested. You know how valuable this relationship in your life is. I mean, your relationship with yourself. Then you translate it to your partners as well, and you learn how to receive that. You're like, yeah, I invested in me. Yes, I invested in my skincare, in my hair, in my fashion, in my knowledge, in my career. I invest in myself. So whenever a man approaches you and they're trying to invest back in you, you receive it with pride, because you're like, yes, I invested in me. I am my biggest asset, and this is how my asset is going to be paying back. So this is an amazing exercise for women who want to become that unforgettable women. This is very important to remember, is that you have to learn to invest in you. And once you do, you will feel so much more comfortable expecting that attention or getting that attention, those gifts. I had that mistake for a long time in my previous relationship. In the very beginning, when I was very young, I would invest in my partner. I'll be like, oh, get this and this and this and this. And then my own self-worth and self-value would surprisingly go down. And his view of my worth and my self-value would also go down. Because why would you value something that doesn't invest in herself? So once I turn it back around and I'm putting that focus onto me, and I'm like, okay, I don't want to do this today. I'm not doing it. Today I'm going to take and go and spend some money on spa for myself, and like some procedures for my skin, for my body, for my fashion, for my well-being, for my career. Then I know I can receive from other men. I can receive from my partner, because it lifts them up. The fact that they're investing in me, right? They invest in me and they're like, wow, it's going to lift my worth so much to be with this woman. So hell yeah, I'm going to invest in her. Hell yeah, I'm going to put money and time and energy into her, because I want her next to me. I want her to be with me, right? I want her by my side, because if I'm next to this woman, what kind of a man am I? I'm amazing. I'm great. I'm everything. I'm super, super big and amazing and great. I already said those things. So An unforgettable woman always puts and invests in herself. And the last thing that I wanted to mention here was something that I just thought about, but I forgot. You know, even for me, when I wake up and I feel bad and I'm like, oh, what's my worth? And then I go and I put some makeup, I do my hair, and then I look so much better. I feel so much better. And I know I'm ready to present myself to the world and to receive the feedback from the external world. And probably the last thing that I want to leave you with is self-actualization. You still have to find that balance between being sufficient, between knowing yourself, knowing who you are, what you want, what's your life, what do you want to achieve in life, and really getting pleasure, learning to get pleasure from yourself and from life. And this becomes so magnetic when you live in this energy, when you're just enjoying life, the pieces, you're like juicing it and eating it and licking your life. It translates into the external world. If you're just a beautiful doll, sure, it can help, and it's going to help. But if you want to match higher and higher and higher in possibilities of the man that you can get and you can have, it's very important to work on that capacity to receive. And that capacity to receive, it comes from understanding what you want and going through those wishes, right? If today you want a Tesla, tomorrow you want a Mercedes, the day after tomorrow you want a Rolls Royce. And you have to gradually go through them. It doesn't mean you have to buy them for yourself, but that growth, that expansion of your personality, of what you want, of what you can have, of what you can fit into your energetic capacities, it definitely pays a lot. Okay, so these were my 5 ways of becoming the unforgettable woman for any man to go absolutely crazy. If you want to learn more, I have a masterclass that's called Love Spell, Destination Love Spell, that I recorded with more than 50 pickup tricks, because just like anything else in this life, relationship is also a strategy. And once you realize it, once you understand that it has a specific strategy, like the ones that I told you today, but I have 45 more in that masterclass, you will know what and how to implement. Instead of diving head first without knowing what's going to happen and then expecting some result that you want to just manifest, it's not going to happen. If you understand, if you break down exactly the patterns, the little scenarios, the manipulations, the talks, the ways, the scenarios that you can build into your life to get that result, to become that woman that every man will go crazy about. That's why it's called Love Spell, because it's like magic. And I promise you, I have so many clients, so many reviews that say, wow, I listened to it once and I cannot believe how well it worked, like right away. They know how to get their man, they're getting the attention, they're getting that long-term commitment from their partners who didn't want to commit for a long time. And if you want to, the link is going to be down below, so go ahead and check it. I also have a lot of amazing information down below. And don't forget to subscribe, because next week I might do a little video reveal of one of the big thing that happened to me this Valentine's Day. I love you all. Have a beautiful day. Bye, my sexy people, and I will see you in the next video. Ciao.